Hi, and welcome to a new video. In today's video, I'm gonna give you 7 L number fish you should try. And for this list, I try to stay away from the usual suspects. So there will not be a golden nugget on this list, there will not be pernux on this list, and there will not be a butterfly pleco on this list. Even though all of those fish are very beautiful. No, for this list, I've tried to do something else. I've tried to make a combination of either small and large L numbers in different colors, different patterns, fish you mostly overlook when choosing for an L number, but maybe you should give it a shot. Some of the fish on this list are cheap, some are a little bit expensive, but I feel like none of the fish on this list are like unobtainable like ever. So let's just dive in. The first fish I want to discuss today is one of my favorite L numbers. It's the L14, or the Sunshine Pleco.
The Sunshine Pleco, also known as the Goby Pleco, lives up to its name. With bright yellow spots on a jet black body, it looks like it's glowing on the water. This species comes from Brazil's Rio Xingu, a fast-flowing, oxygen-rich river full of rocks and driftwood.
A Sunshine Pleco gets fairly large, about 60 centimeters or 14 inches, and therefore requires an aquarium of at least 450 liters or 120 gallons.
They're omnivores, so they eat a bit of everything. Bloodworms, shrimp, veggies, sinking pellets, variety is key. They are generally peaceful, but they can get territorial with other bottom dwellers, especially other plecos. Give them their own space and they'll stay chill. They're mostly active at night, so don't be surprised if you see them hiding during the day. Once the lights go down, they come alive.
Secondly, it changes its pattern when it gets older. It's something that I like. It's like having a new fish all the time. But I also know that there's some people who really don't like that part about the Sunshine Pleco. And the price for one of these fish has almost doubled in the past 5 years. And I don't think it will go down anytime soon. So maybe just buy 5, keep them for 2-3 years and sell them at a nice profit. Who knows? Number 2 on my list is the Orange Cheek Pinecone Pleco, or the L95. The Pinecone Pleco is a true tank of a fish. It really has a big armor of scales around its body, and it's not one fish you want to mess around with.
It comes from the Rio Negro in Brazil, a dark, tannin-rich river full of driftwood and soft sediment. In the wild, they like to bury themselves slightly and chill in low-flow areas. They're not fans of bright lights or strong currents. Think soft substrate, lots of wood and a calm, moody setup.
The Pinecone Pleco gets pretty large, about 40 centimeters or 15 inches. Therefore, it requires a kind of a large aquarium. I would advise a minimum tank size of 680 liters or 180 gallons for one Orange Cheek Pinecone Pleco.
They're omnivores, with a taste for protein, shrimp and even some detritus from the tank floor are on the menu. They also rasp on driftwood, so make sure there's plenty available.
In my opinion, it looks really cool, like just a giant tank of a fish.
Feed them a varied diet and they'll stay healthy and vibrant. They're peaceful and surprisingly social with their own kind. They're not aggressive, but they do appreciate their personal space. Give them enough hiding spots and they'll be totally chill.
And for number 3, I've chosen maybe a little bit of a wild card because it's the usual 144 Pleco, but it's a breeding variant. I've chosen the L144 Red Longfin Pleco.
It's a selectively bred ancestors and it shows. This fish is all about color and elegance.
This kind of man-made fish, some people hate it, some people love it, but I just put it on the list because it's very cheap, it's something unique, and if you like it, you can go for it.
It's a tank-bred variant, but its roots trace back to South America. Ancestor species are found in rivers with lots of wood and leaf litter. The Super Red was bred for color and fin length.
The Red Longfin Pleco gets to an average size of about 50 centimeters or 5 inches and requires therefore a kind of a small aquarium. 60 liters or 15 gallons would be enough to house one bristlenose Pleco.
They're herbivores and excellent algae eaters. Feed them zucchini, cucumber, spinach, spirulina and algae wafers.
Also, these fish are very suitable for beginners, so if you want to have something small, colorful, that's kind of hardy and will eat your algae, you can go for this one. For the next fish I went for some totally different colors, because most of the fish we've looked at now are either orange, red, yellow, those kind of colors. But the next fish is gonna be black and white. Specifically black with white dots. I'm talking about the 201 snowball pleco.
This species comes from the upper Orinoco River in Venezuela. It lives in warm, oxygen-rich water with a gentle flow and plenty of hiding spots. Think caves, driftwood and a soft current. That's where it thrives.
Again, the snowball pleco is a fish that you can keep in a fairly small aquarium. With its max size of about 14-15 centimeters, 5 inches, you can house this one in about 100 liters aquarium, or 25 gallons.
They are carnivores, so think bloodworms, brine shrimp and high protein pellets. A little spirulina now and then is fine, but protein is the priority.
In my opinion, this is kind of a shy fish. In my time in the aquarium hobby, I've kept them on 2 occasions, and in both occasions I didn't really see them that often. However, when I did see them, it was really something to look at. For the next fish on the list, I went for a fish with a very interesting pattern. Its colors aren't that bright, but the way its pattern is made up makes it a really unique fish. Also, there are a lot of color variants within this fish, so I can just cramp in a few fish in just one number. I'm talking about the L333 King Tiger pleco.
This species comes from Rio Xingu in Brazil, a river known for its strong current and high oxygen levels. In the wild, they hide amongst rocks and driftwoods, staying low and out of sight. They're used to warm, clean water with plenty of structure.
Again, this is a fairly small to medium-sized pleco. It gets to about 15 centimeters, 5 inches, and you can keep it in an aquarium starting from 100 liters or 25 gallons.
These plecos are carnivores. Bloodworms, protein-rich pellets and gel foods are all great.
You remember me talking about color variants in the beginning? Well, there is also an albino variation on this fish, which I really like, but it's kind of a hate it, love it kind of fish. And now we come to maybe my favorite fish of this list, because it's very beautiful. I almost never see it in aquarium hobby, and it looks like one of the most expensive fish out there. I'm talking about the L236 super white pleco.
These fish come from fast-flowing, oxygen-rich rivers with lots of hiding spots. The super white was bred for its insane contrast and clear lines. And it shows. This fish is pure eye candy.
This is gonna be the smallest fish on the list. With a maximum size of 11 centimeters or 4 inches, you can keep one already in an aquarium starting from 75 liters or 20 gallons.
They are carnivores, so bloodworms, brine shrimp and high-protein foods are the way to go.
Do I really have to convince you about getting this L number? It's small, it's fairly cheap, it's easily available, it's mostly overlooked. It's just amazing. And the last fish on this list is an L number that I personally just recently discovered. Well, I didn't discover it, but I just discovered the existence of this fish. It's the L273, the Titanic pleco.
The Titanic pleco, and yes, it is as massive as it sounds, comes in a red and yellow variant, depending on the fin color, and it's built like a cactus with an armor. This fish is a beast, both in size as in presence. If you want a pleco to dominate the tank, this is it.
This fish gets pretty large, about 40 centimeters or 15 inches, and therefore you should keep it in an aquarium starting from 600 liters or 160 gallons.
It comes from the Rio Tapajós in Brazil, where it lives deep, up to 20 meters down, among rock and driftwoods. The water is clear, fast-moving and packed with oxygen. You'll need to recreate that with a strong flow and high filtration. This is not a fish for low-tech setups.
This L number isn't gonna clean your algae for you. It really is a carnivore. So make sure you feed it a protein-rich diet. You can think of things like shrimp, mollusks and pieces of fish meat.
They need room to move and space to claim as their own. And strong filtration is a must. They are messy eaters. And make sure the tank is escape-proof and rock solid.
This L number is kind of hard to combine with other L numbers because it's very territorial, especially against other large black holes. And that's it for today's video. Did I miss any L numbers, or do you have any other favorites? Let me know in the comments. For now, I think this video might be something for you.